Hello everyone, it's Bex today. As you can read from this, I'm having a lot of technical difficulties with my video maker. I can't make anything single, so it's going to be my lovely voice and the pictures. As you can see from this particular picture, it's just kind of an update of what the 20-gallon looks like. Now I have filters and heaters because it's no longer a dirted low-tech tank. Only because I was having a lot of problems. I was getting a weird oil slick biofilm on the top that probably was not healthy. I also added a cave for the bristle nose because the bristle nose, turns out, it likes to burrow. And it turns out when you have a fish that really likes to burrow, it will also kick up all of the potting soil in the bottom of your aquarium. So learn from my mistake. If you want a dirted aquarium, do your research and don't purchase fish that will burrow in the substrate like I did, or provide them with the habitat that they require so they don't feel the need to burrow, because I've not had any burrowing since I put in that tank, the cave, which you can see from here. And I'm not telling you how much I spent on it because I'm kind of embarrassed by how much I spent on it. It was a desperation buy. But as you can see, I have lots of plants in here. I have a sponge cover over my intake valve because I do have a lot of shrimp. As you can see from here, I have cherry shrimp. I have, I believe, 10-ish. And I say ish because I know I've seen a baby in when I got the shrimp from Phillips Aquatics, so I know there may be a little more. I also have some ghost shrimp, a ghost shrimp in here that I just got from Petco because that's my local fish store. It's the only one that I have around here. There used to be a actual like fish tanks or aquarium supply company, but they have closed down for mysterious reasons that I don't know why. But my ghost shrimp are breeding. I know that because I've seen them buried. Unfortunately, I also messed with some of the tank parameters, so probably no baby shrimplets in the near future. Regardless, here's that cave again, and I believe the next picture is going to be of, nope, not of what I thought it was, but here's just some of the tetras that I have. I don't remember what kind of tetras that I have, and the only reason I say I don't remember is because they're not neon tetras, is the ones that I can identify on site. One of them, the one with the black fin, is, oh, I can't remember. But the one with the stripe, and you kind of see them hiding among the Nubius. There is a no, the ones with the black fins are Piranelli. The red ones are, not iridescent, but red bolt. I don't remember. They're really pretty, though. Here's the red ones. I wish I could get a better picture of them because they are really pretty, especially under the lights. They just flash this beautiful red color. They're some of my favorite tetras that I've owned. I do love my neon tetras. I just haven't owned them in literally years. But that's not too bad a good deal. This is just some more of the plants that I have. I can't remember. I think it's Dwarf Sach. I got it from Phillips Aquatic because I've been watching a lot of their videos and decided that, sure, I'll patronize their not patronize, but I'll buy stuff from them because they seemed like pretty good stuff. Pretty good owners. I cannot talk today. And a lot of the other people that I have seen with aquariums do use them. Anyway, and I have had good, oh, there's the tetras again. I have had very good customer service from them. Some of my shrimps actually arrived dead, and they reimbursed me. I think I had two arrive dead. One died within hours of me putting it in the tank. They gave me 4, supposed to be, and then there was an extra little baby in there, so they unintentionally gave me 5 cherry shrimp. But no more deaths since then. I really do like them. I highly recommend that you do go and get some fish from Phillips Aquatics. Other than that, there's another picture with the ghost shrimp and Java moss all over the place and a Chris in the back. I'm kind of hoping that the shrimp do breed and actually produce shrimplets, because that would be awesome. Just because it can be. I've always wanted to have shrimps just to be like, haha, I was able to breed them. This bastard here, this is the cause of why I don't have an aquarium with potting soil in the bottom. They love to burrow. I finally got them this, and they have not left it ever since they finally discovered that there was in fact a cave in the aquarium. So again, if you're going to have a Wallstead or a dirted aquarium, don't get a bristlenose unless you're willing to put a bunch of little caves in there so they can feel safe. Because if they don't feel safe, they will burrow and they will wreck your aquarium. Fun facts. And then I do have a secondary aquarium. It's just a betta bowl, and I know immediately everyone's going to be like, you can't keep bettas in bowls. It is heated. It's not like a tiny little half a gallon aquarium. It is 3-ish gallons. It is heated. It doesn't have a filter in it, mostly because I've never had good luck with bettas and filters. They've always had their tails just run ragged, no matter how low I managed to set the aquariums or the filters. But yeah, so I just decided to try my luck without a filter. And as you can tell from the duckweed, that's supposed to help with the filtration. This, however, is Steve. Because he's very patriotic colored. He was going to be called Monet because he looks like a Monet painting, but I was swayed by someone else that thought he was super patriotic looking and wanted to name him Captain Rogers, and or Captain America, and I absolutely was not going to do that. So he's Steve now. But this is kind of what the aquarium looks like. I have a lot of plants that I don't know the names of. There's Anacris to the left, an unnamed one to the right, dwarf hairgrass in the front, green ocelot in the back there, mystery lacy thing that I got from the store, and I have no idea what it is because I've thrown away the packaging. And everything looks a bit fuzzy in this one because I am battling a bit of green hair algae right now. So I am fighting that. That's kind of why I've added more duckweed to the top. This is sitting there all up in the duckweed's business. This is my snail. One of them. This is an ivory mystery snail that I moved from the 20-gallon to the betta bowl just to help with the algae. Steve was not very happy when I put him in, and basically all puffed up and looked pissed off for a while, but he's in there for the foreseeable future until I can get that algae completely under control. I'm doing a couple things like keeping the lights down low and whatnot. That one is the narite snail that was already in there for algae control purposes, and they were not doing a very good job, so they got a buddy. And I specifically put 2 different species because they hopefully will not breed. Not that apparently narites breed in aquariums anyway, but I didn't want to risk it because I tend to kill snails. Snails and duckweed. I'm apparently the 2 plagues of the aquariums I kill fairly consistently, but these ones I'm doing really well with. But yeah, that's that one. The last picture that I'm going to show you here is a picture of Steve again, because I just like how he looks. I've always really liked bettas. I've kept bettas for years. I've kept them since high school. I'm 30 years old now, so yeah. I've kept them for a good long while. I'm pretty good at keeping the bettas, just not with filters, because their tails are so delicate. And they really don't mind water that isn't flowing so much, just because they're used to that kind of environment. But I won't get into betta care on this video just because I don't have the time, and I'm sure you just really want to watch more pictures of Steve the betta. Yeah, and then the very last picture that I'm going to show you is just some of the stuff that I use in the aquarium. The first one, again, I got this from Flip Aquatics because I've been binge watching a lot of their videos, and honestly, they seem like really decent people that own a really good business. It is a shrimp safe aquarium fertilizer that also apparently doubles as a way to keep your certain levels stable. So I've been kind of using that, hoping that my plants will do even better. They've been doing really good in the aquarium, but I figured it never hurts to give them a bit of a boost, and I just give them like a squirt every water change because I don't want to overdo it and get algae in the 20 gallon as well as the bowl. The cleaning bacteria, that's actually something I found at Walmart, and honestly, I really like it. It seems to have done my tanks a lot of good, hairgrass algae aside. And then the other two, those just happen to be on top of my tank because I use them every day. The pleco wafers for the bristlenose, the shrimp love it. They swarm it every time I put it in the frickin' tank. And then the tropical fish flakes for the tetras because that's what they eat. And they do get treats too. Like I have bloodworms. For the pleco, I have seaweed crisp thing that they don't eat ever. I don't even think the shrimp pick at it, so I may have to find a different treat for them. But yeah, so that's what's new with my tanks. If you have any questions or you're curious about anything that I've talked about, feel free to leave a comment. And yeah, that's everything. Y'all have a good one.